Yeah, hello, you're welcome to my page. Please like, subscribe, and share. And today we're going to talk about landslide. Yeah, a lot of countries suffer landslide, but some of us don't know what landslide is. Now, landslide is a movement of rock, yeah, a movement of earth, rock, debris, and slope. It's a type of mass wasting, which refers to any downward movement of soil or rock under the influence of gravity. Landslide can happen suddenly or slowly, or are often triggered by natural events or or human activities. Now we're gonna look at different causes of landslide, yeah. And as I bring you this video, we're gonna see different places where landslide is happening. So just keep tag along. Like I said, like, share, and don't forget to subscribe my YouTube channel. Now there are lots of causes to landslide. Number one, heavy rainfall. Water, saturates the soil, reducing friction, and making it easier for group of slips. Yes, and also earthquakes, vibration, shake loses unstable materials on slopes, volcanic activities, lava, ash, debris, flown can be destabilized slopes and all that. Now there are also, like I said previously, human activities can also cause landslides, deforestation, construction of hillsides, mining, poor drainage system. Yes, that's one of the major causes too. Poor drainage system. We see that a lot in some countries in Africa. Now, there are types of landslide. Yeah, you need to understand there are different types of landslide. There's debris flow, fast moving flow on muddy rock and water. You have rockfall, sorry, large rocks break off a cliff on step slope, slump. A section of land slip down, a slope, and also rotational manners. Creep, very slow movement of soil over time. Like I said before, there are different types of landslide. Now, a lot of areas have been affected, and now these are the kind of areas that are prone to landslide. You have mountainous region, regions that are top of the mountains and all that, and also river valleys. You can't take that away. River valleys, area that are saturated with river and all that. Now you have coastal cliffs. Exactly, coastal cliffs. Now you have areas with loose and unstable soil. Whatever little amount of rain, the soil starts moving, to different destinations and all that. And also you have places with frequent rainfall or seismic activities, like like countries like in Nepal, in the Philippines, parts of Nigeria, like southeast regions. So now let us look at the effect of this landslide, because there's a lot of effect to it. Now, there's loss of life and property. That is the worst, because when landslide happens, you can't control it. The way the force, the movement, the pace at which this water moves and all that, and it carries a lot of debris. It could just injure people and stuff. And also destruction of infrastructure like road, bridges, people houses, homes, and all that. Also destruction of transportation and communication. Yeah. Now, soil erosion and loss of arable land. Yes. And you have water contamination, which are a lot, the effect of this landslide, which you can't, stop, because they're natural, you know, um, occurrence. And also you have prevention and mitigation. Now, how do you prevent these things to happen? I know it's not easy, but with proper arrangement and proper dedication and with a lot of government intervention, this whole landslide can be prevented. Yes, it can be prevented. Now you have plant vegetation to hold soil together. You have building retaining walls and proper drainage system. Avoid construction in high risk zones, early warning system and education. Reforestation and soil conservation technique. Plant solid trees. So a lot of these things can really stop, because it's really really a big problem. Now we're just going to look at probably two of these prevention and mitigation of landslide, because it's very very essential. Now, planting vegetation is one of the most effective natural method of preventing or to reduce the risk of landslide. How planting and vegetation can reduce the risk of landslide. Now, root system holds soils together. Yes, because plant roots act alike and natural net, binding the soil's particles and reducing erosion. Deep rooted plants like trees and shrubs anchor the soil better than shallow rooted grass. Exactly, absorbing water. Plants take up water through their roots and release it into the air. Transpiration, exactly, like back like in biology. Yeah. Now, this reduces the amount of water in the soil, lowering the risk of soil becoming too heavy and slippery. Now, the third is reducing rain impact, which is very, very, very essential. Leaves and branches reduce the speed of falling rain, which lessens surface diseases. What are the best plants for landslide control? There are different, types of, plants for landslide control. Now we're going to look at them, their examples and their purpose. We're going to look at the types, the example, and their purpose. Now the first thing we're going to look at are grasses. Yeah, and examples are Vitveria grass and Napier grass, and their purpose is fast growing whole topsoil in places. Explainable. And also you have shrubs. Shrubs are like the examples are lemongrass, bush shrubs. Of course, you know what shrub is. I don't have to tell you that. But if one, I can tell you that. Okay. Now, what is the purpose of having those lemongrass shrubs? Medium roots of slope stabilization. It's quite simple. And also, thirdly, we're going to look at trees, bamboo, neem, eucalyptus. I hope I pronounced that right. Eucalyptus, yeah. And the purpose is simple. Deep roots and other deeper soil layers. Plant trees that have strong roots. Like back in Nigeria, we have what we call Iroko tree. They have stronger roots. They can go into the ground and hold, the texture of the soil so strong. Now, so like I said, landslide is not something that is too good. It happens to a lot of countries. We've seen in the past, a lot of countries in Southeast Asia, even in Nigeria too. So, but as time goes, I'm going to bring you more about landslide. So keep it locked on this channel. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'm going to bring you more about landslide because I've been taking my time to look at it lately, and it's not something really, really good at all. All right, this is Joy here. Like I said, like, subscribe, and share. Thank you.